I've got a great Excel trick for you in this video. Here, I'm going to show you how to clear or reset values for an entire worksheet or an entire workbook with a single click of a button. You're going to want to download the file for this one. Now let's get started. Come on. Here, I'm going to show you how to clear or reset to a default value pretty much any type of range reference that you have. So we will work with an individual cell right here, a range of cells, an entire table regardless of its size, and this will be the invoice example. And for the input example, we are going to cover named ranges as well as individual cells, so resetting and clearing them. And the best part about this entire system is that it's all managed through one easy to use worksheet. And once it's set up correctly, anybody can manage it. The first thing that we do is set up the Reset Worksheet, and this controls exactly what is going to be changed or reset. We are going to give it a worksheet name, then a range, then the value that we should set that range to. Well, let's go back to the input worksheet. I brought back the grid line so it's a little bit easier to see. And let's say that we want the quantity of value to default to empty. So completely clear that cell. Well, we only need 3 pieces of information: the worksheet name, input, the cell reference D5, and what value should be there. Sheet name, input, range, D5, value, nothing, completely blank. Now let's say that we wanted to do the same thing, but for price right here. Well, instead of referencing it directly with D3, let's use its name. You can see that I have named the cell price. To name a cell, just select it and go up here in the name box, type a name, hit enter. No funny characters, no spaces, and you should be good with the name. Now, once you've named the cell, it's a lot easier to understand what we are working with. When we go back here, we can type the name of that cell right here. And let's say the default value is going to be 10, so $10. Now when I'm looking at my reset form, I can say, okay, I'm on the input worksheet and I'm dealing with price, instead of looking at D5 and having to go back there and figure that out. To add the third one, let's reference the discount cell on the input worksheet and make sure that is a default of 10%, 0.1. This is all that you have to do in order to get the values to be cleared, like this one, or reset like these. And we can also input text, multiple ranges, and tables. So let me show you how to input those examples right now. Then we will get all of this to be automated and work when we click a button. We are going to do 3 examples with invoice. So I'm going to copy and paste those down there. We're going to work on the invoice worksheet. And what I would like to do, I would like to have this always be set to boss man. Let's delete it so we can test it out in a moment. And this cell is not named. We can look up here. We see no name, simply a D9 for the cell reference. So let's go D9 boss man. All right. Now let's do a range. I want the to section right here, all 3 of these cells, to always be cleared. That's going to be B9 to B11. So all we have to do here is make the range reference, B9 to B11, just like you would in a cell formula. And I would like that to remain cleared. Now let's go for the table. We are once again going to use a reference like we would use within a formula, but for a table reference. How do we get that without having a headache? Well, let's go down here to an empty cell and type equals and select what we would like to clear, maybe the entire table. Notice down here, it gives the name of the table, TBL invoice. If I hit escape right now a couple times, click in the table and go to table design, you will see the name TBL invoice. That's a great naming convention, by the way, because you can very easily reference it in your formulas to get all the tables by typing TBL and you get a list of them. So we could reference TBL invoice just like this, and it would clear the entire table, but that's not exactly what I want because right here, I've got some formulas. So what do I want? Well, equals these 3 columns. Notice if I do not select the entire column, it's a normal range reference. But once I select the entire column in the table, we get the table reference right here. We can copy that, escape to get out of it, go in here, paste it in as text, hit enter, and let's maybe make column B a little bigger. And now we have pretty much everything that we need. We have every reference and the values that those references should be once we clear or reset them. But how do we get this to work? Now this is where you're going to want to actually download the workbook and copy and paste. The very first thing that we want to do is to turn this into a table. So click anywhere in here and hit Control-T or go to Insert, Table. My table has headers, yes, okay. Now we have a table, but let's change the name so it makes our life much easier. Go to Table Design and make it TBL Reset Values, then enter. Then we can escape out of here. Then what I want you to do is to download this workbook and hit Alt F11 to go to the VBA window, or if you ever forget that shortcut, it's very easy. Go to the Worksheet tab, right click, View Code. And you want the Project Explorer window open over here. If you do not see it, go to a View and Project Explorer. You're going to see one little section for every file that you have open, and I have a bunch of them open to make it easier for me to give this tutorial. But what you want to do is to find the file that you just downloaded, open up Modules, go to Module 1, click in here, Control-A to select everything, Control-C to copy it, then go to your workbook. So find your workbook over here. You can click it, right-click it, go to Insert, Module, or I always go up here, Insert, Module. Then paste that code in. Now, if you have 2 option explicits up here like I do, go ahead and delete one. We only need a 1. And do not worry. All we have to do, I made this very easy, is go down here to update these values for your workbook. We need the name of the worksheet with the reset values, so the actual worksheet tab name, and the name of the table that we just input, TBL reset values. Now you can use whatever name you need for both of these. All you need to do is to make sure that you update the names here. Let's go back to the workbook and test it out. You can hit Alt F11 to get back there, or click this green old Excel icon. Make sure that our sheet names, our ranges, and the values that we would like to set them to are all correct, because we cannot undo what we do using a macro. There is no Control-Z here. There are 2 ways that we can run the macro. I'm going to show you the keyboard shortcut way first. Hit Alt F8 on the keyboard, and you're going to see the Reset Workbook macro that you just copied into the workbook. Now, if you have multiple workbooks open, this might be filled with macros. What you can do to make it a bit easier is go to Macros In and select this workbook. You can see the versions I've used to make the tutorial a little bit easier to give, but all we need is this workbook. Click that guy, and let's move it over here just a little bit. We can watch it reset. Isn't that great? And we managed the entire thing from this worksheet over here that everybody can manage. It's very easy to do once you have it set up. And the input has also been reset. Let's go ahead and just add, or just clear it out. Maybe set a value here. And let's get our button working. The first thing is to create the button. Go to Insert, Illustrations, Shapes. And of course it's off the screen. Go to a rounded rectangle, my favorite. Draw a button, and let's type reset. Go to the Home tab, center that guy, bold. Then we can click away. We have a nice little button there. Right click it, go to Assign a Macro, choose the correct macro, OK. Click away, click the button, There we go. That's it. Download the workbook, copy paste the code, get your reset sheet set up correctly, and you're good to go. Don't forget, we have an AI course coming out very soon. And if you'd like a discount on that, sign up for our weekly newsletter at tips.teachexcel.com. But that's all for this video. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, hit the bell icon, give us a like, a hype, leave a comment down below and let us know what you think, and maybe share it with a friend who you think might find it helpful. I ask for those things because they help us grow. But thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.